It was an 8-iron for Nelly.
Good one too.
For sure, because again, you don't really feel the true wind until it gets out over the water.
High fade the order. That is beautifully done. That'll settle her right down. That's one of the best shots you'll see to that pin all day. Just doesn't quite look as left to right as it will be. Looks like Steph's given it enough.
How about that 4?
Great view watching that one drop in.
She got 108 to this hole today.
And you want to be coming in high. Just like this. Oh, stop it. GG Stoll.
54-degree wedge from 95 yards.
She could do it. I think that hole's gettable.
Second from off the green at the par 3.
Great way to get off to a good start. Chipping in on the 3rd.
Hye-Jin Choi, this her second at the 5th at 6 under.
And the leaderboard is wide open. Who is going to take charge today on moving day? Hye-Jin Choi, fabulous approach to the 5th.
Did she go to school? Sure did. Will it? Oh, in the back edge. Amy Yang. Oh, that was saucy. One of the best birdies you'll see there all day.
Position. Oh, Saigo, this at 6th or 3rd on the way. Oh, and in. Well done. 5th time in this event for her, and her best share 48 back in 2018. This is the 3rd time that it's been held here.
Tremendous length Head-On has. Fabulous smooth tempo, hitting a little fade into that right hole location. Unfortunate there, landed just in the fringe.
It's taking a little loft off that wedge. Kyriacou, you beauty.
It's a couple of putts she's made of that length in the last 3 holes.
And she blocked that one in too, Paige. What confidence. Yeah, really hard to be aggressive from that location with the bunker shot. Smart play to here. Makes, trying to make birdie the hard way. I early called it. I early called it.
It looked good, didn't it? Sells for a par there.
Goes out of her mind and finished strong.
Okay. Takes the lead all by herself.
We saw her long of the green chip down to here. This for par. Yeah, we'll hold.
Just a hint of break to the right here. Good aggressive speed.
That's a great putt. Obviously, at the 8th, want to be closer than that for birdie.
Misjudgment, big misjudgment. And Head-On you, Karen Supples is now caught up with this group.
It doesn't have a huge amount of green to use here, Tom. Very aggressive swing on this.
Oh, that was so good. That was picture perfect. Textbook from Head-On you. Even par so far today. 1 bogey, 1 birdie. She's back on 4 under, 5 behind with that little charge that Head-On you has made. And that, yes, that's really good. There's a ridge not far behind the hole today, and she just keeps it short of that ridge. So a great look.
But it will do once it gets on the green. Oh, it did well.
has 146 to this whole location. Downwind, so I expect that first bounce might be a big one.
And she was hoping for that.
Good layup number at 101.
That was her game plan all along. Play up the left side of the fairway. Rely on her wedge game. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it should be fast once it hits the ground. That landed really soft. That dove may have come off the face a little bit right as well.
Maybe just a fraction of a push.
Won plenty in Japan, though. 6-time winner in Japan. Birdie there at par 5 to get within 1.
No, this is out to the right. This is going to be a difficult up and down from there.
Yeah, got stuck a little bit underneath it. Seemed like a last-minute mental.
It'll want the ball will want to fade from here. And taking out of, there we go, very nice. Try to take out of play that little swale behind the green.
Ball is above her feet. Has a 6-iron out. No trouble with the trees. Great angle to this flag. This is well struck. Oh, it didn't quite.
Got a little rejected there, Karen, by the ridge.
It's just hard to manage everything.
Another great point as Lindblad goes down the hill. Tracking. Birdie number 1 of the round has finally found her.
We'll likely want to try to carry it over this fringe, kind of avoid that grainy Bermuda.
Steady, you don't want to go too far by the hole.
Expect the tee to be moved up, more players to go for the green. It's been so wet, it's been difficult to get there in 2 from the back tee.
It's a really nice approach at the 11th. Yeah, there's a ridge behind the hole, and she keeps it short of that, and a very good look to make another birdie. Left with her second shot, could only manage to get it to here. It's a difficult putt down the hill. It's going to have some speed, and it looks really good. Carlota Segundo with a birdie there, and she moves to 6 under par. And this is a player with only a couple of LPGA wins to her credit. They were back in 2016.
After standing in the water to hit her 3rd, Mi-Hyang Lee for par.
Good look of where the whole location is, what the leaders will be facing. What a par!
Yeah, you always look like a par. The entire way.
I feel like the gallery does appreciate that a little bit more after having watched her 3rd.
This is a 6-iron. Player should just be focused on trying to get on that top shelf of the tier.
Hasn't been easy to get it close here.
And have trouble aiming away from flags. She's going to need to be able to commit to that today. Talk about an aggressive line.
Yes, no doubt.
Seemed like she pulled that. Wasn't exactly what she wanted.
This is the 2nd-year player on the LPGA Tour, So-Mi Lee, 3rd to the par 5. Oh, nice hop. I mean, that hop right towards the hole. And So-Mi Lee with an eagle gets to 6 under par. I talked to her caddy earlier this season. I said, well, what do you make of her game? He said, I'm impressed. Ronnie Yin at the 13th for a birdie. Major champion at Baltusrol. We saw that conclusion on NBC a couple of years ago where she birdied the final hole to get the victory at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. In the mix here for another major title. Nice putt there. Good day today.
Has looked pretty solid with this club this week so far. Watched her on the first day, watching her again today. Just looks very comfortable in her hands.
Yeah, new putter help her get a little bit more face control.
Sai goes second.
Just a touch of a downhill lie. That's a 6-iron.
Yeah, nice play there, but a power chunk. I've never heard of a power chunk. Have you ever hit a power chunk? I have.
Well, I mean, I wish I had the power chunk in my game.
And a pretty good look. High side of the green is to her right, so should fall from right to left.
Well, Lindy's been a long time campaigner on the LPGA Tour. This is her 12th season, but only the 5th time that she's played in the Chevron Championship.
Just needs to be firm.
Yep.
Just a little tougher. You gotta just tap it to get it started. May have some break in it. Might be right edge.
Okay.
No doubt.
Yeah, quick to grab that out of the hole.
She almost beat that to the hole.
Just off that upslope, trying to get a release.
Yeah, kept it below the hole, so good chance for birdie there to get to 10 under.
Just particularly on the tougher stretch of holes.
No, moved on her.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. A bit of a mistake there. So not taking advantage of a great look at birdie, and she will remain 9 under par. A 1-shot lead here, the 3rd round of the Chevron Championship.
As we saw from the previous groups page, goes just ever so slightly back uphill at the end.
Looks good. And is. How about that?
I have been exceptionally impressed with her speed on her putting. She does not seem to have any tentativeness to her game.
She's going to finesse this one in, Morgan.
Yeah, one of the things she was working on was being a little bit smoother off the ball, not rushing her tempo and transition. It's a safe play.
It's kind of sitting quite nicely.
Looked like she had a good exit path there, out past the ball, just maybe jumped on her slightly.
So at least she knows what the putt does. No problem for her.
Yeah, good solid stroke. I always like to see. Tommy mentioned some of her really solid rounds lately on the LPGA Tour. Oh, this little pull. Oh, very little pull. The way she was flat-footed through the strike there looked like she wasn't real thrilled with it, but she shot 60.
Lindy Duncan for a birdie. And Lindy's hanging in there. That's her first birdie of the day, so she's at 7 under, just a couple back.
And from just 106. Very tempting to just be really aggressive with just 106 with that whole location, but still dangerous. And I think sensibly going a little bit longer.
Who's been out here for some time looking to break through with her first win. Sarah Schmelzel, this to get it to 7.
Oh, she's made some really solid putts today. That's very similar to the putt she made for birdie on the 8th.
Got a moment, we send it down to Amy Rogers.
safe play when you're harder to control the ball coming out of that divot.
Oh, she just carried that.
That was a couple of inches.
Back into the wind. Hole location in the back right portion of the green today.
Surprised how far right she started that. Hitting a draw, she typically likes to hit a little bit of a fade. Worked out nicely.
Keep turning.
And players certainly, I mean, if people talk about a fear of failure, but there's...
It will turn right as soon as it lands. Lou, and again, higher trajectory, a little more spin. And from this angle, she may be able to get a little more aggressive.
She really has that flat-footed follow-through today, which we haven't seen in the previous day.
Yeah, she knew it was long. She was asking for it to sit down, so all three are going to be dealing with those quick putts, but difficult not to have.
The 5 7-footers for par.
Two-time major champion Ji Lee trying to finish with a birdie. Winner of the Amundi Evian Championship 2021 and the U.S. Women's Open 2022. So 5 off the lead. You never know.
Yeah, good putt. Putter's worked here on the back 9. It's been a solid day for Lindy Duncan. 2 under par, no drop shots.
Playing this very straight Paige, dead center with the line.
Yeah.
Not easy to get to.
Yeah. This is the first time she's come out of the rough all day. Been flawless off the tee.
It sounded a little heavy. This coming back into the breeze as well.
I'll just go right at it.
Needs to carry it a good 30 yards.
It looked like she had almost a 9-iron there, Paige. What a shot!
This is incredible.
That was so hard. Look at her reaction. She knows it.
And from 101, wind is into, a bit off the left as well. And this is safe and out to the right.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Kick that way, too.
Odd kick off the downslope of that bunker.
Yep. It was the run in the middle of the round, closing out the opening 9 holes. They got her to 9 under, so that's an impressive 68, best we've seen in the clubhouse.
She's forced to do that based on just how much she has to choke up on this.
Run over the ridge a little bit. It's going to make it even more difficult for the bogey. So this is really costly for Yan Lo.
Left hole location. Anything right of it should feed down.
Begging for it to carry that bunker. Catches the downslope. And that's where we've seen just about everybody. Walked very quickly after that one.
Yeah, it was well judged.
She was walking for about 5 seconds while that was still rolling.
Yeah,